Are there disadvantages of renting? Have you thought about home ownership? I have 7 disadvantages of renting, as well as how much renting is really costing you. Let's talk about it right now. There are a few advantages of renting, but it seems like there are even more disadvantages. It is always better to live your own life without depending upon anyone else. In addition, who wants to be told what to do? When you're renting, the biggest problem with it is that there are limits put on you because, let's be honest, the landlord sets the rules, and it is his property and his rules, not yours. Let's jump into the 7 disadvantages of renting. Number 1, you have to sign a contract. This contract can be for a length of time, many times 1 year. They want you to sign a lease agreement, and renters usually need to live there for at least 12 months. But let's just say you need to live there for 14. Are they going to want you to sign another year lease? And if you move out at month 14, you might be responsible for that 24 months of rent, even if you don't stay there that long. Number 2, conditions of rentals. Landlords are always trying to attract renters by doing some renovations, but usually they're cheap and what we call lipstick on a pig. Everything might be in decent condition, but everything might not always be the level that you prefer or are used to. For example, how many rentals have stone countertops? Number 3, rent is going to go up yearly. And let's be honest, the purpose of owning a rental is to make money, income investment. Let's not kid ourselves. So these landlords might do a little bit of basic remodeling every couple of years, but you know that they are going to increase those rental payments because obviously the landlord wants to get the most bang for the buck. Number 4, moving expenses. It is going to be costly and time consuming to move from one rental to another, especially as a single person. You might need help moving, and this is going to be a moving van or movers. And what happens if you have to move every single year? We are halfway through our disadvantages of renting. Which one is the one that you dislike the most? Comment that one below. Number 5, bad landlords. Some landlords are super smiley at the beginning, and then later on, they are going to show their real faces. It's especially the case when a tenant rents an apartment in the same building that the owner lives in. I have seen friends who feel like that landlord is looming over your shoulder all the time, and maybe even giving you that stink eye. Number 6, you are limited to so many different things. You are limited on the number of people that can live in the rental. And you know that if you're another person, they're gonna wanna raise that rent. You might be limited on having pets. You might be limited on being able to paint the walls or decorate the way that you want to, because you're gonna lose your deposit if you paint and you need that deposit back. Number 7, laundry. In many cases, there are no private washer and dryer in the unit. Renters then have to go to the laundromat and pay for it. Who's got all those quarters? Even if you need to go to another location in the building, it's still inconvenient for many people. How many times have you forgotten the soap? And the bonus, number 8. Renting is a waste of money. It has little to no return on investment. Renters don't have to worry about maintaining their residence or paying the mortgage. But if you rent long term, chances are you've already performed some minor maintenance issues just because you really needed to. And then if you have a major maintenance issue, you're at your landlord's mercy to come and do those repairs. Rent is basically securing a short-term place to live. It is not any sort of investment in your future. So let's talk about how much rent is actually costing you. Consider the amount that you're going to pay over a 10-year period in rent. Let's say it's $3,000 a month. These rental payments add up quickly to a whopping $360,000 over 10 years. The same amount of money could have gone towards reducing 1/3 of the debt on a 30-year home mortgage. You can do this by essentially making the payments to yourself instead of a landlord. Wow! Over the life of that loan, for 30 years, the mortgage is definitely going to be less than your rent payments would be. And at the end of that 30 years, guess what? You own the home. Buying and owning a home is a process that can limit your financial risk. It increases your investment power, and it saves you tons of money over the long term. Stay tuned to my next video, The Advantages of Owning a Home. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe below and hit the notification bell. I'm Serafino-Lee, Realtor, helping you love where you live.